Kristy Swanson, once a rising Hollywood name, gradually stepped away from major roles and now appears only occasionally in films. Known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 1992 film. Danica McKellar moved away from acting focus at times to pursue education, writing, and family life. Known for The Wonder Years. Candace Cameron Bure stepped back from mainstream Hollywood projects to focus on family and selective television work. Jodie Sweetin grew up as a child star, but faced personal struggles that led her to step back before later returning to television. Tatiana Ali stepped away from peak Hollywood attention after early success, later focusing on music and family life. Lisa Bonet left mainstream Hollywood gradually, choosing a very private life away from fame and media attention. Known for The Cosby Show. Lily Sobieski was considered one of Hollywood's most promising young actresses, but she left the industry early to focus on her family and a quiet artistic life. Mara Wilson was one of the most famous child actresses of the 90s, but she left acting behind after facing the pressures of fame and later focused on writing and storytelling. Fairuza Balk became a cult icon in the 90s, but she stepped away from mainstream Hollywood and chose a quieter path focused on independent projects and art. Jennifer Connelly stepped back from constant Hollywood exposure, focusing on selective, meaningful film roles. Erika Eleniak rose to fame through one of the most iconic TV shows of the 90s, but later stepped away from major Hollywood attention and now lives a much quieter life. Dana Plato rose to fame as a beloved child star, but after early success, her life became troubled and she tragically passed away far too young. Shelley Long was a major sitcom star, but she left her hit series at its peak, later appearing less frequently as she focused on a slower, more private life. Naya Rivera was a rising TV star known for her powerful performances, but her life was tragically cut short in 2020, shocking fans worldwide. Tawny Kitaen became a recognizable 80s pop culture figure, but her later years were marked by personal struggles before her passing in 2021. Lindsay Wagner became a TV icon in the 70s and 80s, but after peak fame, she stepped back from mainstream Hollywood and focused on quieter work and advocacy. Heather Locklear was one of television's biggest stars in the 80s and 90s, but later faced personal and health struggles that kept her away from the spotlight. Kirstie Alley became a household name through hit sitcoms, but later years brought personal challenges before her passing in 2022. Terry Hatcher was a major TV star, but after intense public attention, she gradually reduced her Hollywood presence and shifted towards smaller projects. Rita Hayworth was one of Hollywood's golden era legends, but her later years were marked by illness that eventually led to her passing. Demi Moore was one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 90s, but after intense media attention and personal struggles, she stepped back from constant leading roles. Linda Hamilton became an action icon, but after intense roles and personal struggles, she took long breaks from Hollywood before selective returns. Kim Basinger became a major 80s and 90s star, but later chose to step away from constant Hollywood exposure and focus on a quieter life. Winona Ryder experienced massive fame early in her career, but after personal and legal troubles, she stepped back before later making a comeback. Phoebe Cates was a major 80s star, but she made the quiet decision to leave acting entirely to focus on raising her family. Meg Tilly left Hollywood at the height of her career, stepping away to focus on writing and raising her family in privacy. Sally Field has had a long career, but in recent years, she has reduced her screen presence, choosing selective roles and quieter work. Catherine Zeta-Jones stepped back from constant Hollywood work after major success, focusing more on family and selective roles. Julia Roberts became one of the biggest movie stars in the world, but later chose to slow down her career to focus on family life. Drew Barrymore grew up in Hollywood, faced early struggles, and later stepped back from heavy acting to focus on hosting and business. Sharon Stone was one of the biggest 90s stars, but after health issues and personal challenges, she became more selective with acting roles. Ally Sheedy was a key 80s star, but she gradually moved away from major Hollywood attention to pursue quieter acting roles. Molly Ringwald became an 80s teen icon, but later stepped away from mainstream fame to focus on family and smaller projects. Alicia Silverstone stepped away from peak Hollywood fame to focus on activism, family life, and selective acting roles. Soleil Moon Frye became a childhood star, but later left the spotlight to focus on motherhood and creative projects. Claire Danes stepped away from film stardom at times to focus on television and family life, balancing fame with privacy. Neve Campbell was a major 90s star, but later chose to step back from Hollywood pressure, focusing on personal life and selective roles. Jennifer Connelly stepped back from constant Hollywood exposure, focusing on selective, meaningful film roles. Kate Winslet reduced her Hollywood workload over time, choosing carefully selected roles while prioritizing family life. Katie Sagal slowed her career pace after major TV success, focusing on selective roles and personal life. Known for Married with Children. Liv Tyler gradually stepped away from Hollywood intensity to focus on family life and fewer acting projects. Marcia Cross reduced her acting presence after major TV fame, focusing more on family and personal health journey. Rhea Perlman stepped back from constant Hollywood work after long sitcom success, focusing more on family and guest roles. Misha Barton became a global star through a hit TV series, but sudden fame and pressure led her to step back from major Hollywood roles and focus on rebuilding her life privately. Callista Flockhart stepped back from frequent acting after early 2000s fame, focusing on family life. Known for Ally McBeal. Eliza Dushku was a strong presence in 90s and early 2000s TV, but she later stepped away from acting and shifted her focus toward advocacy and personal healing. Amanda Bynes grew up in front of the camera as one of the biggest teen stars, but after early success, she faced personal struggles that led her to leave Hollywood and retreat from public life. Meg Ryan was once America's rom-com queen, but after years of intense fame and public scrutiny, she gradually stepped away from the spotlight and now lives a very private life. Phoebe Cates was a major 80s star, but she made the quiet decision to leave acting entirely to focus on raising her family. Bridget Fonda was once a rising Hollywood star in the 90s, but she quietly stepped away from acting at the peak of her career to focus on family life, and she has stayed almost completely out of the spotlight ever since.